Alright, and what drill happened to set the trend? What do I mean by this? It's a mix of things such as him falling out with many close friends, the quality of music decreasing, and a 9-month pregnancy term where he didn't drop any music on his channel. We'll be discussing all of this today. You guys enjoy.
I just got my change up, skinny nigga, but I got
Point 1, the quality of music.
Nobody fucking with me. I can walk up on feet, send shots at the V. Buy me a perky and geek on the beat. Beat on my back, trying to leave it deceased. On broke, I only got a piece. All these niggas talk.
It's probably the most obvious realization. If we compare songs like Get Home, Nevada Remix, and Lonely King Nas to all his recent outputs, his new shit just doesn't compare. And also comparison.
My feelings, hope these perks don't kill me. Got me reminiscing like, how could you leave me? Could've came to my crib, but you didn't know I was sleeping. What's the reason? I promise I'm here for eternity, not just a season. When I look at your daughter, feel like break it down to pieces. Hardcore, but I'm clutching on my heater. Black hot got me ducking from the D's. Damn, what happened to Max? Damn, what happened to Rob? Damn, what happened to Naughty? I'm happy that little nigga died.
I feel like it's like two different type of vibes.
Damn, what happened
One
to
dissing, one not.
Why you don't get disrespectful no more? I had to show him I really could rap. I'm trying to catch me a nigga who rap him up, measure my dead. Said he back on that shit. 150 on the dash, 2 knocks in the car, we ain't stopping for shit. I heard them niggas, they brag on the shit that they did, but them niggas don't rap what they live. I got a son and a daughter, you think that you taking my life support, you must be safe.
Like, it's the same vibe. Like, the old set, he got the, it's like the emotional drill, like the shit you've been through.
Police harassing me, get my dick. Trying to see me and change it, that up in the ditch. But fuck it, I'm thugging it out. Got no heart, no love in me now. Like a throw for taking my dismissal.
And then the new set you comparing is the one where he's talking disrespectful.
I was talking to that you could get with me. Got to your crib like we're doing deliveries. You ain't set the trend, nigga. You make me voice. So I like a leash, I let it sing. You guys around, tell who got it. 30 special with fit in my pocket. You can't come around, you never flop. Need to get sexual, you know she top it. You can't call me, pull up and drop him. Say him as rock, or think of his body.
His OD Batman voice, he's not talking on those real life experiences he used to. He does it in certain songs. Probably thinking that those were unfair comparisons, being as two completely different type songs. Facts. Even his old aggressive drill was 10 times better. Yeah. And it's also a situation where it's like, maybe he doesn't speak on them situations no more because he got through it while rapping and he doesn't need to rap about the same shit again. Like, why would I keep talking about the people I lost and shit where I already went through that when they passed? And I already like got through it, I already coped with it. So it's like me going back and talking about the situations, it's just gonna keep bringing that up in my mind when I've got past that point in my life.
Rock, I don't need no assist. You know I'm the truth with a whole lot of grips. Can't go out like Rick, gotta walk with the sticks. Say you back on the court like you mellow, stop it. Talk with your ripper, what happened to you? TNT, no, I'm smoking explosive. Think that I'm lacking, but I got the poacher. Don't got the gun, you get poked up like say you tough, but you gotta show it. Got the brittle knives, time to roll up. Pop cookies, throwing shots, but y'all niggas miss. Spilling in the stoli, all that shit already. Fuck the G, we done sent them plenty. On the rebel, hope you don't forget me. She let me hit it.
It don't matter what songs you compare, the old SETI and the new SETI, two different people. The new SETI is, yeah. The quality of music definitely.
Did she met me? And then Zaza. Say you smoking on who you could die next. Set some shots to your stomach to die. Just said that you over with one in the head, but got shot by a die.
Not all hope is lost. Some recent songs show him moving away from the Batman voice. Yeah, it's always been like he got. I feel like he got 3 different avenues he can go down. He can go down a pain drill of him talking about the real life shit he's going through. He got the regular drill where he just dissing, talking disrespectful. And then you got the one that no one likes, the Batman voice.
Nigga, who was you fooling? Had to realize niggas was using me. Fell apart, tell me where's the unity? I been losing my mind, stressing. I just been stuck in my thoughts. Anything that I ever did for you, that shit was straight from the heart. Can't tell me that a nigga's selfish.
I'm still mad, bro. You can just tell he recorded this shit with grills in, bro. Like, I hate that shit.
Anything that I ever did for you, that shit was straight from the heart. Can't tell me that a nigga's selfish. They ain't lend a hand, I had to help.
I don't know how, like, it's like just the way he says shit. Like, I can tell you had to grill him.
Don't ever try to disrespect me. Him and make sure he never forget me. That nigga pussy, I up that he let me. Pockets so skinny, now they looking hefty. Smoking on yellow while looking for lefty. I ain't gonna talk on what happened.
But it's still, the new set, he just doesn't got that same nostalgic feel. Because, again, it's like, we've had them songs for years now. But it still feel like they don't hit the same.
How can the V, I can't go like Maxi. You got a gun, nigga, down and press me. That one now, you was yelling out, help me. If I ain't depression, don't care what you tell me. They the best, I know this.
This should low-key give me hope for Say's upcoming tape. Yeah, I don't know. I got hope for his upcoming tape, but it's just, again, like, said he hasn't put out no type of tape at all. No type of compilation of music at all. And he's been rapping 2 years now. Like, consistently 2 years. So it's like, if it's a tape, that I already feel like it's going to be less than 15 songs. And it's like, he's already released 2 tracks on it. I feel like the Murder Beat song and the 2 songs he dropped on his channel. And it's like, what else is going to add to that tape? Because I'm guessing we're only going to get a couple new songs, if that. I think a lot of that's going to be unreleased too. That's the perfect time to throw Lonely King Nas on there, because it's going to be a me versus me tape. So if you want both sides, the dissing and the pain drill, you got to throw in like Nevada, Lonely King Nas on that. Oh shit, I'm not reading. I have Face said he would deliver. He seemed to drop the Batman voice. I don't think anybody drops the Batman voice. I just think it's always there. Like once they get the Batman voice, they're never gonna leave it in the past. It's just how they're feeling. We're gonna get more steady in Batman voice. But yeah, for the most part, he's been using it less. I don't want to expect the old steady back, but I at least want similar quality of music.
Got my change up, skinny nigga,
Consistency.
but I got my weight up. Nobody fucking with me. I can walk up with fear, send shots at the V. Buy me a perky and geek on the beat. Beat on my back, trying to leave it deceased. On broke, I only got a piece. All these niggas talk.
Yeah. 9 months to 8 days ago. Alright, in all seriousness, there could be many reasons for this. First reason could be because of his label preventing releases. Yeah. But it's also like, I feel like he still has to go through his label to drop on other people's channels. So I really don't know what it is. I feel like the label has something to do with it. Facts. But he's been dropping all these freestyles on everybody else's channel. Like it says he's been gone 9 months on his channel, but it really doesn't feel like that because he dropped on other people's channels and other platforms. Where it's like he dropped probably like 3 times a month the whole 9 months. It's the most plausible reason labels usually block releases to build anticipation, which is the stupidest shit. Yeah. That's why I'm so glad the Sweepers have like not even like they went to label meetings, but I don't think they consider signing to labels because they know where the real money is. Another reason could be a poor mental state and just being out of focus with the music. Last thing I could think of is that his channel was potentially hacked, although this one is pretty far-fetched. The reason I say that is because there were a bunch of old unreleased SETI audios being released and even a B-Love audio was released. Yeah, nothing off the table. Oh, you talking about Confidential? Yeah, that shit got copyright claim. Like, I gotta strike on my channel for reacting to that shit. Consistency is a key factor for maintaining relevancy, and SETI's views have dropped significantly. Yeah, that's consistency, especially for a drill rapper. You got it. Like I always say, like a drill rapper and a mainstream artist is 2 different things. Like a mainstream artist can take months off and come back and fucking hit trending. A drill artist, that's tough to do. Like Dougie's probably the only person that I could think that could do that, and we know where Dougie is, top tier drill rapper. But yeah, just like him post on his channel again, he gotta keep like dropping. He gotta drop hits, and then the views gonna come back. He knows that too. I remember when he dropped Get Home, he got 150K in a day. He got 100K in less than a day with What Me. The views for new recent aren't looking so good. Gotta start somewhere. These aren't even the best study jobs. Saw Murder barely cracked 20K after a day in a solo song he dropped. Couldn't even crack 10K. It's been a week only at 60K. That's crazy. I'm hoping that after the album releases, he gets back in that mode and starts dropping. Shout out C Blue. C Blue got out of his deal real quick. He dropped one album last summer and he completely got out of his deal, started Twitch streaming, and has built a fan base that's loyal to him. And it don't matter how long he takes, his fan base is always gonna be there for like.
Skinny nigga, but I got my weight up. Nobody fucking with me. I can walk up with and shots at the V.
But it's still like almost a year not dropping on your channel.
I need a perky and geek on the beat. Beat on my back trying to leave it deceased. All broke, I only got a piece. All these niggas talking like.
It's probably the most important reason, as this could explain point 1 and 2. His mental state. There are many things contributing to Seti's mental state, such as the death of his close friends, fallouts with friends, friends getting locked up, and dwindling numbers. Unfortunately, lost Nas, Psychology, doo-wop since the beginning of his rap career. That's gonna take a toll on anyone, no matter what kind of upbringing you have. His fellow many day one friends who he started with, like C Blue, Yagi, and J.O., he most likely feels it's difficult to trust people, and losing close friends doesn't help. He also had many friends like Fetty, Gotti, and K-Fuck, and losing even more of his mans to the system. So obviously, if he's going through all this, he's not gonna be in the right headspace to focus on music, and he won't be thinking about the same shit he was rapping about on last year. I think it's like, I think 2020 was a tough year for Seti. I feel like that was the worst. You feel me? Losing Nas, like, and the best thing he could do, and the best way he could cope with it was going to the studio and doing that. You feel me? And I feel like that was around the same time he signed, started getting money. But losing Nas was probably the hardest thing. He's probably the closest to him out of all people. So I feel like if he got through that, the shit he going through is nothing right now. You feel me? I don't know him personally, but I feel like the people he's lost since then, he wasn't as close as he was to Nas. And that was when the Bronx was on fire, DOA was on fire, getting signed, all that. I think the other thing is, like, the drugs. I know it's kind of shitting on Seth the whole video, but in all honesty, his mental state is way more important than his music career. Like, there's people like Dougie that whenever they get into their own head and their mental's not good, they stay away from music and dropping that shit. Like, they probably still go to the studio and record, but they not thinking about calling up a cameraman and trying to record that shit and throw it on his channel. Like, Seti's the opposite. I feel like that's his best way to cope. Other than drugs. For him. So if he even has to take a year off to work on himself, but then come back with the best shit he's ever released, I'd rather that over subpar music when he ain't feeling it. Hope he gets help for real. It sucks to see all these rappers strung out all the time when they clearly going through it fast. I know you're supposed to see how but Nas is literally his best friend. That's all I'm trying to say. Hope you enjoyed the vid. Comment what you thought below.